guys, it's Danny. Today, exciting video, we are going to unbox or unpack actually some orchids that I recently purchased. I do believe this will be the last haul for a little while because I want to limit a little bit my orchid spendings, do my projects with the orchids that I already have, and I have a lot of them, as you guys know. I reached my goal of having one orchid every single day bloom, or almost every single day, and now I kind of want to do other things in parallel, so I am focusing on aquariums, which actually was my first ever passion, let's say, but I cannot do that on this channel. This channel is only for orchids. My second channel will be again revived, has been revived 5 times anyway, but I do want to focus a little bit more on the aquarium side of my passions, let's say, on my second channel. I've been setting up some aquariums lately, so I do want to shift my spendings a little bit towards that side for now. I have a lot of orchids, I'm okay. I have a lot of projects to do with the orchids that I have, so I don't need to buy anymore. But I did want to get a few of these minis. You will see most of them are minis for my terrarium projects. But I feel like I'm not gonna be spending my money on orchids for a little while. So let's enjoy this unboxing. Hopefully you'll enjoy today's video. I'm gonna glove up, you guys. I've set up so many aquariums that my fingers are shot. They hurt. Also, washing my hands 1 trillion times a day or sitting with my hands in water doesn't help because the water here is hard and has a very high pH. It's not good for the skin. Anyway, that's why the gloves. It's not that the orchids have cooties or anything. And before we start, don't forget to give this video a like if you end up enjoying it, and if you like hauls generally, leave me a comment down below, tell me what you think about the orchids, and hey, why not subscribe? I post every single week on my channel. Right, with that said, let's start with something, this one, because it's almost out of its container. What container? Of its paper. Alrighty, let's see who this is. Oh, I thought it was a Barbosella. It's a Barbosella, and another name which I will not pronounce because I'm not super familiar with it, and yeah, handwritten tags. My brain does not click with handwriting. I don't know, I cannot read handwriting properly. Not entirely sure why, but you will have the name down below in a tag on the screen. This is such a beautiful trailing plant, perfect for aquariums, isn't it? Aquariums, terrariums. Well, they're all in fish tanks, so for me, they're kind of all the same. I will be putting a picture of the flower on the screen as well. But to be honest, many of these orchids I purchased for their foliage or the way they grow, not necessarily for flowers. For flowers, we got a lot of them. But foliage orchids are, let's say, the focal point in a terrarium or an escape of sorts, right? And this one looks spectacular. Very healthy orchid. Where should I put you? I have an entire shelf which is empty because the vandas are outside. Finally, they much more enjoy the outside world than the greenhouse. This one, oh, it looks so beautiful. What are you? What did I purchase? Oh, Stelis gemma. This is beautiful. I was not expecting it to be so beautiful. I'll give you some close-ups. Oh my goodness. This is the cutest little orchid. I will be honest, I remember this one. I purchased it for the flowers because I thought they were just cute. But looking at the foliage, it's adorable. I think I like the foliage and the pattern of growth more than the flowers. If I remember the flowers correctly, they're not as showy as this. I really need to start that terrarium. I have a few terrariums. I have the biorb that I was telling you guys about. Spoilers, the biorb is not that humid, so I cannot really mount stuff in the biorb. I'll edit and publish the video on the biorb soon enough and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I need to set up another wet terrarium, which is very doable. But yeah, something like this cannot go in the biorb, sadly. Isn't she adorable though? Oh my goodness. You're allowed to scold me, I give you permission. Masdevallia herradurae. Why do I do this to myself? I'll tell you why, and I'll show you a sneak peek. I set up a little corner that works beautifully. It's humid, it's kind of cool. I'm gonna talk about it in a different video if it works out. I'm not sure. I have a humidifier that I absolutely love. We'll make a review on it, maybe on this channel, maybe on the second channel. I'm not really sure. I will make a review on that humidifier. Here's the thing, that humidifier has a little fan inside which keeps the piping where the mist comes out, it keeps it dry when you're not necessarily running it, when it takes breaks. It does that to prevent mold. You know what else it does? Cools the air around because it's still evaporative cooling, there's water inside. So the air that's coming out of it, it's cool. Even if the humidifier is not working, it is delivering cool air. How awesome is that? And I thought, well, you know what? Either I'm gonna try a little cloche, either I'm gonna put this orchid there. I'm gonna try with the Masdevallia yet again, and this is supposed to be a warmer growing Masdevallia. So I didn't go for my favorite, which is the Ignea, which, you know, I don't think I can pull off. I'm trying with this one again, because again, it's supposed to be a little bit warmer growing. I know I said I won't get Masdevallias, but it's the last haul. I'm allowed, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, alrighty, this one. This is a jewel orchid. It is the alba variety of the Ludisia, which I already have, but it had some issues. It's growing a little bit, I don't know how to say it. It's like when you fold up a paper in no particular way and it has all sorts of wrinkles. That's kind of how the leaves are, the new leaves are. I don't know if it has an issue. I wanted a replacement. I think I'm gonna put this in a biorb and make the biorb the jewel orchid center, I guess, because they really like that environment. So I just wanted a replacement for my old one, that's all. Let's see what else did I buy. Oh, and by the way, they're all purchased from Orchidman on eBay. Alrighty, what did I get here? Oh, yay! Always wanted this one. This is Aerangis punctata. Wasn't it punctissima? What orchid am I thinking of? I don't know. This Aerangis has the most beautiful little leaves. They have little dots on the leaves as a natural pigmentation. And you can see how tiny she is. This again would be great in a terrarium, although my Aerangises do very, very well in my greenhouse as well, or actually should I say grow room, because now it has aquariums as well. What greenhouse is this? I think I should call it grow room because stuff grow in here. I also have baby fish, oh my gosh. None of my aquariums are fully cycled just yet because I had some issues, but I bought some plants and they came with little tiny fish just hatched from their eggs, and I don't know what to do with them. I hope they will survive. Why am I drifting so much? It's morning, I didn't have enough coffee. Apparently I did have enough coffee, I'm almost done. I should make another one. Anyway, the Aerangis punctata, it's one of the Aerangises I always wanted, together with another one, which you'll see in this haul, that I keep buying and I keep losing. But I will try them in the terrarium. Maybe it's this one in here, or maybe not. Oh, this is Stelis janetiae. In Latin it would sound good, janetiae. So that's how I'm gonna pronounce it. It really doesn't matter how you pronounce things, it will not make you grow your orchids any better. But what's important is to know how to spell them, how to write them. This is how you can search for information, and hey, if somebody does not understand what you're saying, write it on a piece of paper, and hey presto. So this one again I purchased for a terrarium build because it is so tiny, so cute, and I really like the flowers. I'm into very tiny orchids lately because the big orchids are a little tiring. I love you, I didn't mean that, but they're a little tiring. I'm a little tired sometimes. So having a bunch of very small orchids in a terrarium not only saves space, but they're easy to manage. I just spray them with some water and that's it. Everything else is run by the terrarium, right? So I'm really into small orchids lately. This is an Orchid No ID gift. Oh, so exciting. I get excited about surprises. I don't know why, about little gifts. I'm like a kid on Christmas Day, although Christmas wasn't always full of gifts. But yeah, this looks honestly like a collagen. I don't know, what could it be? We're gonna find out. It's like the little fish. I know they're not life bearers, they're tiny little baby fish. Maybe betas, maybe not. I don't know, it's gonna be a surprise. I'm gonna put them in the shrimp tank so they don't get eaten. Same with orchids, I get a no ID. I don't know how it's gonna look like. I'm very curious, I'm excited. And hopefully I provide good care based on my intuition because I don't have any information to go on with. Next up, oh, this is the other Aerangis that I always purchase, I always want to have. This is the luteoalba rhodosticta, sorry. It's the one that has the beautiful white flower with the orange-red dots. I can never keep this alive and I don't know why. I don't know if it's something that I do or something in my environment. I'm gonna try it in a terrarium setup now because maybe it's a little bit too dry in my environment. Generally speaking, Aerangis are not all that fussy with home conditions, but maybe this one is. This one looks strong though. It looks good. I'm really happy with this one, but in the terrarium it goes. Next up, we have two little orchids here. Oh, they're Phalaenopsis. I know that I got good Phalaenopsis, that's why I'm excited. Oh no, the little flowers. They didn't make it, but it's okay. This is Phalaenopsis mannii flava crossed with javanica alba. Okay, so this is a yellowish type of summer bloomer. In my collection of summer bloomers in my Milsbo cabinet, I discovered I don't have yellow ones, and I wanted yellow ones. So even though the flowers didn't really make it on transport, you can tell that they are very lightly colored. I do have a bud here. Hopefully he made it. He looks a little yellow. Hopefully that's just the coloration of the flower. If they don't make it on transport, that's okay. Buds and flowers are quite sensitive. It will rebloom, but yeah, very exciting. It looks very, very nice. Oh, by the way, sorry about the noises. I have the windows open. It is super early. I started filming at 6, I think. I'm now filming only in the morning because afterwards everybody starts screaming. I don't know what's up, but it gets very, very, very loud. And this one, all right. This one is the Phalaenopsis mannii crossed with schilleriana, also known as the bronze maiden, also known as the Phalaenopsis schillman, if you look on the Blunanta website. But Danny, why did you get another one? You have one, which looks great. I know, hold on. Okay, this guy right now. Okay, so it looks great. It looks fantastic. Leaf-wise, perfect. Do you remember the blooms? Very nice blooms. You know what it did this year? Created this beautiful long spike with a little branch, with a lot of flowers. Flowers lasted 2 days each. By the time the second one started to open, the first one started to shrivel and die off. Why you do this? Because otherwise the orchid is very healthy. I had it in the Milsbo cabinet and I thought, maybe it's a little too warm, and this is a cross between a summer bloomer and the typical Phalaenopsis, let's say. So I put it in the back together with my other normal quote-unquote Phalaenopsis. It did the same thing. So I'm not sure if there is a genetic issue with this orchid. Most of these are not obtained from tissue culture. They're seeds or seedlings actually. So I'm thinking maybe it has an issue. I'm gonna have a double because I really like this one. I just wish the flowers would last longer. I remember last year they didn't last as long either, but they lasted a little bit longer than this year. I don't know what's going on with this one. I just wanted a replacement. Here she is. Hopefully we're gonna have longer lasting flowers. 2 more Phalaenopsis. Ooh, one has flowers. Oh, so cute. It looks so cute. This is Phalaenopsis lobbii crossed with Lerati something. You're gonna see it on the screen. I don't smell anything. I think it's supposed to be fragrant, but look at the pretty little flowers. They are cute. I love tiny little flowers more than big flowers. I don't know why. I really like big flowers as well, and a big showy vanda, fabulous, right? But sometimes I just want a lot of tiny little flowers. I mean, most of the times I kind of want that. Look at the cherry baby. He has a ton of tiny little flowers and he fills my heart with joy. So yeah, I'm kind of gravitating towards these types of orchids, which are not super big and they have a lot of tiny little flowers. And this orchid, kind of falling out of her pot, but at least we have a good root system. This one is Phalaenopsis cornu cervi red crossed with Venus. Aren't you a little intergalactic? I honestly don't remember how the flower will look like on this one, but if I purchased it, it means I liked it. Anyway, you guys will see the flower on the screen, but yeah, another really pretty little Phalaenopsis. Actually, I really like Phalaenopsis, but not all of them. If you guys remember from a few years ago, I kept saying, I'm not a fan of Phalaenopsis. I always meant the flower shop Phalaenopsis. I adore the summer blooming ones or polychilous hybrids, or even the cross hybrids between the actual Phalaenopsis subgenus and the polychilous and other stuff. Now I'm into the other guys, the Parisiae, how do you call them? Are they in that subgenus? Anyway, what I'm saying is I really don't like the flower shop Phalaenopsis except for the minis. I have a complete shrine behind me because they have tiny little flowers, obviously, but the other ones, even the orange ones, I don't know, I really don't like them. They're just big, they take up a lot of space, and the flowers don't bring me happiness. But something like this, I really like. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting it to be so big. This is a Trichopilia. You guys remember my Suavis? I love her. I want to get more Trichopilias. This is the Tortilis. And guess what? We have a flower spike. That is so cute. She's a big girl. is not for the terrariums, but definitely I was not expecting it to be so bushy. My Suavis is a tiny little girl, so hopefully this will mean a better bloom show. Next, this has to be a bulbophyllum. Yeah, bulbophyllum retus something sculum. You're gonna have the tag on the screen. Again, I do remember the flower. Oh, I do remember the flower. It's beautiful. It looks a little bit like the daisy chain, just a little bit. And I really like that type of flower. It is mounted. I will not keep it mounted. I do much better with bulbophyllums potted in those shallow but wide pots, which are actually food containers, but hey, nobody sees, nobody cares. So yeah, as I was saying, my mission to conquer the world with bulbophyllums continues. I love bulbophyllums. I want to build an entire shelf only with them because they're just worth it. Oh, this is a big orchid. It's a big phal. It has flowers. Oh, look at her. This is Phalaenopsis mannii variety flava. Okay, I wanted a mannii. Some of you will pronounce it mannii. Again, it really doesn't matter. Depending on your native language, everybody pronounces things differently. So I really wanted a mannii. And again, I seem to not have a lot of yellowish, whitish polychilous types. So I wanted a few of them. And this one looked beautiful. It still has some flowers. They look a little bit like they have been packed and spent a few days in a box, which, duh. But it's okay. I do have a few more buds and the orchid looks spectacular. I'm sure she is a-okay. I honestly forgot I got so many orchids and I need to be aware of the time because at 7:30 the vaccination portal opens and it's always such a clown fiesta to get an appointment, to be on time. The website crashes. It actually gives me a lot of anxiety. Yesterday was supposed to work, it didn't work, we couldn't get an appointment. They rescheduled for today, and I felt like rubbish all morning long. My anxiety levels were up the roof. I don't know why. I don't like competitions, I don't like auctions on eBay, even though these things are, of course, on a much lower scale, but yesterday's appointment did not make me feel good. Hopefully today goes well. Hopefully I get an appointment because there aren't enough vaccines for everybody on the island. I know, kind of sucks, right? So yeah, there are thousands of people right now waiting on the portal to open to make an appointment. Not everybody will get it. And it gives me severe anxiety. Anyway, so, oh, this is from Aquagenera. This is finally Oncidium navium. I had it before, I lost it. But I'm pretty sure that one had an internal issue that I was not aware of because it started from below. And this one I see has snails, I see chopped roots, but it's okay, we can deal with that. It also has a flower spike and it looks pretty okay, slightly dehydrated. Who would mount a navium? Just asking. I'm sure there are people who would mount it, but naviums actually do really like a lot of water. And keeping a mount watered in home conditions, well, it's a little hard, it implies a little bit of work. Next up, another Phalaenopsis. I got a lot of Phalaenopsis, it would appear. This is Phalaenopsis, excuse me. Okay, this is Phalaenopsis violacea crossed with Bellina cerulea. I think it's Samara. I think that's how the hybrid is called. I kind of always wanted one of these, but I never took the plunge. Don't know why. I got it now, so yeah, there we go. And I also see that this is a Phalaenopsis. How many Phalaenopsis did I get? Phalaenopsis philippinensis crossed with Fuscara. I don't remember purchasing this, but I'm sure I did. It's beautiful, slightly dehydrated. It also has a little bit of damage, but the roots look okay, so that's okay. Leaves will grow, but I honestly don't remember purchasing this. I obviously did though. Alrighty then. You know what sometimes happens? I put stuff in the cart, not entirely sure if I eventually will buy them, but I just put them in the cart just to feel that I have it. And sometimes I'm like, I don't really want it, so I take it out of the cart. I put other things in the cart. I think this is one of those that I didn't take out of the cart. It happened before. Oh, this looks like another Trichopilia. Yeah, it's the Trichopilia tortilis crossed with Coccinia. Why are you guys so big? I was under the impression they're tiny orchids. Maybe the Suavis is tiny. This is not tiny. But hey, I'm happy to have it. I do have a shelf already prepared for the little Trichopilia, so that's okay. But again, I'm surprised how tall this orchid is. It's okay, it's worth it. Okay, this was actually the last one. So let me just clean up a little bit the mess, and we'll do the outro. So that is about it for today's haul. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You're gonna see some B-rolls. Some of these orchids will probably already be repotted or placed in different types of setups, as most probably this video will go up next week or 2 weeks from now. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. If you have thoughts or experience with any of these orchids, I'd love to hear your thoughts. And with that said, hope you all have a great day and that you enjoyed hanging out with me today. Visit my second channel, by the way, if you're into the aquarium side. I will start posting there soon, but what I'm doing now is recording in advance, letting some time pass, and then posting the video, which is what I'm starting to do on this channel as well with the terrariums. So it's gonna take a while until I post something, but I'm gonna post something. Yeah, it's getting there. It's almost 7, so noise has started. So that's my cue to go. Thank you again for watching. Hope you have a great day. Subscribe to my channel for more orchid videos, tutorials, experiments, updates, and other fun orchid subjects. If you wish to support the channel, do consider becoming a member or visit the merch store linked down below in the description. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. It's always nice to stay in touch there as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!